Giants, Jaguars, and Titans are currently the worst team in the NFL. It seems to me that they're in desperate need of a new head coach. My goal is to find out if someone like me with zero experience can land an NFL head coach position. Before we submit the application, first things first is that we have to research the team. For example, what exactly is New York looking for? They need someone who can handle constant pressure, just like surviving a rush hour on the subway. And currently the weather is 56 degrees. The Jaguars are looking for someone who cannot melt in the Florida sun. The highest is going to be 79 degrees and 42 degrees on Sunday. I really would not want to go to Jacksonville. Nashville brings out the southern humidity and some wild thunderstorms. Perfect for hiding the tears after a loss. The Titans want a coach who can handle the heat and bring in the cool. Highest right now is 70 degrees and the lowest is going to be 34 on Sunday. I'm leaning towards Tennessee right now. Now that we're in step 2, we need to understand the requirements of being a head coach. What are the requirements to be an NFL head coach? Nope. Yes. Let's go ahead and ask chat because chat will do the work for us. Leadership, football IQ, play calling ability, and experience. So those are the 4 qualities that NFL owners are looking for. Let's break it down. Obviously, these teams want someone who can lead, inspire, and motivate their players. Well, I once led my group of friends to victory in fantasy football. Also, an in-depth knowledge of the game is a must. I've watched hundreds of games from the couch, so I think I got this covered already. I hope. And I need to be a master strategist. And lucky for me, I've called plenty of audibles. When deciding between Chipotle and McDonald's after the gym, I mean, that's a tough call. Someone's got to do it. And they want someone with years of experience. But hey, what's more important than experience? The heart. And I've got plenty of heart and zero experience. Oh, and by the way, stay to the end of the video because I have a little surprise for you guys. We all know that before we send an application, we gotta update a resume. So we're gonna be using this resume template right here. Obviously, that's not me. Go ahead and switch it to Joel Chapa. Marketing manager. Let's just say I'm a influencer on any level. Okay, now we're on profile. If I want to be the next NFL head coach, I've got to make this resume absolutely fire. Let's make sure it's certified with WRIZ and ready to go viral. I am a influencer who's inspired, motivated, and worked with over... How many subscribers do we have? We have 463,000. Shout out to you guys. I'm an influencer who's inspired, motivated, and worked with over 463,000 people. We got to make sure everything's grammatically correct because we're writing to the NFL. I don't have any work experience because I've been doing YouTube my whole life. I'm just going to put YouTuber 2018 to present. This is where we mention all the skills that they're asking for into this little work experience. Leadership experience. Led my volleyball squad with absolute NPC energy. Never missed a hit. Never went AFK. Pure Sigma. Football IQ. I know the best plays, touchdowns, sturdy dances, and making sure the team does not get sus in the 4th quarter. If it ain't bussin', it ain't working. Relevant skills. Willing to drop the skibbity toilet moves if we win the championship. Certified meme lord. Rizologist. Let me also change this picture because this is not me. Perfect. That is such the most brain rot resume I've ever seen. What's happening in our generation? Okay, now that we got this step over with, it's time to go reach out with a handwritten letter. Dear Jacksonville Jaguars, I may not have any NFL experience, but I know the Jaguars have had a roller coaster ride. But with players like Trevor Lawrence, the potential is huge. But I'm ready to bring in a new leadership and a new game plan to take this team to the next level. And Titans, I know what you're thinking. Does this guy even know how to coach? Well, while I can't say I'm a pro, with Derrick Henry no longer with the team anymore, the Titans need a fresh approach. I know I'm not a pro, but I know how to motivate a team, and I might just bring a few surprise plays to the table. Every great coach needs a little surprise, right? And to the mighty Giants, I know you've had problems with your quarterbacks and losing Saquon Barkley, but there's a lot of untapped potential. I'm confident I can rally up the troops, create a winning culture, and even make bold decisions. Let's bring back the Big Blue back to greatness. And if you're not interested in hiring me, I'd absolutely love to get my hands on team gear from each of you. Okay, I felt a little bit weird. What if I do get the job? I will have to quit YouTube. I have the cover letters right here with my resume inside of it. So later that day, I went to the post office to deliver the application through mail, and now I'm in the waiting game. And regardless of the outcome, it was my dream to become the head coach. Actually, it was always to be a running back. But all we gotta do now is wait until the results come in. Alright, yo, I have all the mail right here. So the first team I really wanted to go was the Tennessee Titans. I'm really hoping they hired me. They sent me a Titan Up. Frame it like right here. Ooh, a keychain. Uh-oh, I think this is a letter. Dear Joel Chapa, thank you for your interest in becoming head coach of the Tennessee Titans. We took a close look at your qualifications, and while we appreciate your heart, we're going to have to pass on your application. Leading a group of friends in fantasy football, admirable, but in the NFL, coaching a team requires inspiring a group of athletes who have already made it to the highest level. We're looking for someone who can rally a locker room, not just rally your fantasy squad to a mid-season victory. And I didn't get hired. Too bad. Jacksonville Jaguars. The letter's right here, but I'm gonna put this down for right now. Oh, sick! It's like one of those magnets you put on the refrigerator. Dude, that's pretty cool. Y'all, lock down the bank. Everbank Stadium. Dog, that is awesome! Oh, these are sick, bro. Oh, that's sick, bro. This is awesome. I don't know, Jacksonville. Y'all tell me what this is. It says Dunal. Oh, and they gave me another bracelet. It says Own It with the Jaguars logo. Man, this is sick. A 1995 Duval. Look at that. That's pretty sick. Honestly, this is the best thing ever. Dear Joel Chapa, thank you for applying for the head coach position with the Jacksonville Jaguars. After reviewing your application, we're currently not looking for a new candidate. Leading a group of friends in fantasy football is commendable. After all, it takes certain strategic mind to pick the right players. But in the NFL, we need someone who can inspire and lead professional athletes, not just high school buddies. Coaching at the NFL level is about real-time decision, not just screaming at the TV. Audibles between McDonald's or Chipotle. We like that. Although we're looking for someone who can call plays that win Super Bowls, not fast food debates. You've got heart and we respect that, but we're looking for someone with more actual experience. While we won't be moving forward with your application, we encourage you to keep developing your coaching skills. Maybe start with your local team and work your way up. Sincerely, the Jacksonville Jaguars. Whoa, Jacksonville, I really appreciate the drip. This is awesome. I don't know what to say, but thank you guys. I love it so much. I wanted to be the coach. The New York Giants. There's a letter right here. I don't want to look at it. Giants, New York Pride. Bam. I just read today that Daniel Jones is no longer the starting quarterback. I feel bad for that dude. That's pretty cool. Oh, it's the draft class of 2023. A sticker. Oh, Eli Manning card. Look at that. Dear Joel Chapa, thank you for your application to be the next head coach of the New York Giants. After reviewing your qualifications, we've decided to go in a different direction. We commend your leadership in guiding your friends to victory in fantasy football, but in the NFL, leadership involves a bit more than just selecting the right waiver wire pick. Managing million-dollar athletes and motivating them through a 16-game season takes more than being the fantasy football MVP. We agree heart counts a lot, and you definitely have that. But in this league, experience is the currency that buys you trust with the players and staff. You've got heart, but we need a proven coach who can lead a team through the highs and lows of a 17-game season, not just the fantasy football playoffs. Thanks for your application. We wish you the best, and maybe you consider coaching a fantasy league while you gain some field experience. Sincerely, the New York Giants. I guess I didn't get hired. All those teams missed out on me. And then also these other teams had surprised me with, like Green Bay Packers. Oh, I think it's a flag. A keychain. We got cards. Refrigerator magnet, and stickers. What did the Raiders send? They just sent me a sticker. Okay, that's all for the video, but before we leave, NFL season's almost over. I wonder if you guys would also like for me to do NBA content. I live in San Antonio, and the Spurs are like 20 minutes away from me. So if you ever want to see me do videos with Victor Wembanyama, or the Spurs players, or NBA in general, comment down below just so that you can show me that you're really interested in me doing NFL and NBA content. But thanks for watching, you guys. Like the video. You have a good one. Rian, Joel, nice to meet you. So these are the hats right here, right?
Yeah.
Why is there a lot of dogs?